So here they are then, An Se-young and followed by Akane Yamaguchi. That is our matchup here on court 2. It's such a wonderful rivalry, isn't it, Bobby?
Incredible. And now, so even.
Yeah.
At least for now. An Se-young has won 4 of the 5 meetings this year, though.
Right, exactly.
Which I don't think anyone's surprised at, given the year that she's had. Looks like she's been spending a bit more time in the gym lately as well, don't you think, this week?
I agree. Definitely. But it is one of these storied rivalries of world badminton. This is your world champion at the moment, but against the best player in the world. I mean, is there anyone pound for pound better than An Se-young? I mean, you look at, I guess, Seo Seung-jae and his achievements and her achievements. It's great. It's great for Korean badminton. It's great for badminton overall.
Well, at the moment, I mean, the men's doubles from Korea, yeah. I think they have the highest total in terms of rankings. That puts them at the top of their discipline than anybody else. So arguably, the men's doubles are the best players in the world across all categories, but only on paper. I'd say, I mean, it's just a treat for us. I'm hoping they give their all. Look at that head-to-head.
15-all, 30 meetings. An Se-young has won the last one at the Denmark Open. Before that was Akane at the Korea Open.
I'm worried that both of these two are already through to the semis. Surely the focus has to be being in best shape for tomorrow. How does that affect this match today?
Very valid.
That's what I'm a little bit worried about.
Yeah, I think it's a very valid point that you know that you're through. Here is An Se-young of Korea, who is looking for a record here. 10 titles won. And wants to equal Kento Momota's record of 11 in a year. 23 years of age, the world #1, Olympic champion, former world champion in 2023, finished third twice in 22 and this year in Paris, perhaps the surprise. Asian Games champion as well, right here in Hangzhou. This has always got plenty of memories for her. Only won the World Tour finals once. Oh, sorry. Yes, in 2021. Those are her results.
She had to be a contender for one of the best dressed at the gala dinner as well, didn't she?
That's right.
Fantastic off court, all dressed up in the black dress, collecting her Player of the Year award, An Se-young.
Akane Yamaguchi, shorter at 156, older at 28, now third in the world. Of course, a former world #1 herself, first achieved in April of 2018. A 3-time world champion, equaling Carolina Marin, 21, 22, and 25. Those are her results. Also dropped a game against Wardani. She has got 20 titles on the HSBC BWF World Tour and 33 for An Se-young. Absolutely amazing. She's only got 1 World Tour finals to her name back in 2022. Again, 2 such amazing players. To think that she got the Super Series finals as well back in the day when it was branded as such, but yeah. Again, you'd have thought these two be doing a little bit better.
Better.
So winning this.
Winning this more than they have.
Yes.
Both won it once, haven't they? Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Out in the group stages last year, Akane Yamaguchi, Emmanuel Gabotsile from Botswana, Chaturanga Vishwanath of Sri Lanka, our service judge.
Oh, that was effortless. It's a long name. Form is everything. Form to carry all of those results through the year. I'll let Mr. Gabotsile get his job done before I waffle.
And on my left, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. Akane Yamaguchi to serve. Love all. Play.
Yeah, I was talking about form. To qualify for this event, especially as there are so many events on the World Tour these days, there's almost a pressure amongst many players, especially not the very, very top necessarily, but those trying to become a seed at the Super 750s or qualify for a World Champs, or when there's another major coming up. There's a pressure to play a lot of badminton these days.
Yes.
You look at Miyazaki and Wardani, for example, who we saw on court moments ago. They've played the most out of the top 10, most events. They've played over 20 events each this year. That's a lot. We go back 10, 15 years. Yeah. It's in half, I'd say. Yeah. It's now between sort of 25 odd events for some players, and it used to be 10 to 15. So there was more time to train, to rest, to recoup, to evaluate, whatever it might be that you need to do in that off period. Unsa Young and Yamaguchi have played 15 events each before this week in their calendar year. That's still quite a lot. That carries higher risk of injuries. It also means you could end the year quite tired because however way you look at badminton, which is an all year round sport, there's still a period where you think, okay, the year's ending, it's the World Tour Finals, it's the big one. You could turn up knackered, essentially, and therefore you could be one of the best in the world and not perform here because you're looking forward to that break over Christmas or whatever it might be. Players like we mentioned, Tung Jung, for example, not here because simply she came back too late, she's had some time off, she's only played 10 events, I think, compared to 20 or so for others. You look at Chen Yufei, who had a few months off, didn't come back until March, and almost qualified because she's that good, but a third of the year off, a quarter of the year off, 25% of the year off. It's going to be difficult to qualify.
4, 3.
And then to win it once you're here against the best 8 in the world. There's no easy matches. No. 5 days on a bounce, you've got to perform against, as if it's like a semi-final or a final of another event that you've met that quality of player, and you've got to do it day after day. So I'm not necessarily surprised that some of the biggest names don't win this all the time, and we see some surprises, some surprise winners over the years.
We certainly have. Well, one of Unsa Young's gripes last year in Olympic year was the fact that she was being overplayed, if you recall. And she was carrying that knee problem. Well, from a hangover from the Asian Games in 23 in right here.
The year before, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then that
this time of year going into the Malaysia Open, I remember.
She was not happy about having to play so much.
No, falling out with the Korean national team. And other reasons too, wasn't it? I mean, but great shot.
Executed beautifully. Well, you mentioned Tung Jung. She was in Kumamoto Masters where she went deep and then suffered a little bit from, it looked like a recurrence of the vertigo. There's a nice finish. And then the next tournament was in Australia. And the team felt that was just too long a journey to take.
Right.
And it would take too much out of her, and they decided not to, especially with what had happened in the final. Body shot there.
Short rally so far, and I'm not surprised. That was one way to approach this match from both players, and I think it's almost I don't think it'll be a verbal agreement or anything, but maybe an unsaid agreement between the two. We don't want to be hitting 50, 60 shot rallies, not when there's semi-finals tomorrow against the likes of Wang Zhiyi. We'll go out there and play high quality, and the rallies all like the last 10 shots, and it looks great. So I can kind of understand that.
season for Yamaguchi, who made 8 semi-finals and won 3 titles this year. So not a great conversion rate at semi-final level.
Good lead.
7-9.
Comes out in the second round in Kumamoto and a quarter-final in the French Open. Semi-finals of Denmark. So those are the last 3 tournaments coming into this particular one.
8-9.
Contrast that with An Se-young, who's won her last 3 tournaments, Australian, French and Denmark. Lost in the final, surprisingly, in Korea. Before that, the China Masters she won. I mean, it's just been that kind of season for her. Only once has she failed to get to a semi-final this year. That's when Chen Yufei stunningly beat her at the Singapore Open.
She, An Se-young will be delighted this week that Chen Yufei's not here.
Yes.
Genuinely.
No, I totally agree.
Because she's one player that causes An Se-young some trouble. Great net exchange there.
Emphatic by Yamaguchi, who now goes in front.
10-9.
But stunning, Bobby. 10 titles. You win here, that's 11. You're equaling Momota's record. Titles in a year.
Yeah. I think
her turn to do the favour there. An Se-young.
10-all.
Kim and Seo.
Well, I'm not sure Kim is, but Seo Sung-jae is, or something. It's odd.
So
because they won a he
Kim
won the title with
Jin Yong.
Jin Yong.
Yeah, that's right. Thailand Masters.
Or maybe they are, and it's actually they're looking for 12 to set the record.
He would be on 12.
Right.
As a pair, they would go on to 11.
11. Yeah.
Service over. 11-10. Interval.
7 minutes for 21 points. With these two in mind, that's surprising, but perhaps unsurprising. As I said, I think going at it, playing a high level. If you play a brilliant shot, I'll let you have the point, save some energy for tomorrow. But it's still good to watch. Ganil there to the left. Fantastic singles player. For Korea going back a few years.
Play.
Oi. Oh, that retrieval ability for Yamaguchi is second to none. Just long.
Service over. 11-all. 11-7. Play.
You know how earlier when we were talking about Wadani and Miyazaki and whoever wins, and especially the manner of that victory, how it could affect future matches between them, the next few anyway. And we saw Wadani hammer Miyazaki. That's in this one. What about here now, in this kind of situation where it is effectively a dead rubber, Bobby? A different dynamic with whoever wins this. Because they could meet each other again later on in this competition. Do they put much stock into this particular match?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think it really matters. I And I don't think either of them will be that bothered unless there is personal pride at stake.
Right.
And that head-to-head actually means something to them. There's a good chance, while it said 15 all on the head-to-head record, that's in terms of
11.
BWF organised events. There are sometimes other events where they've met and they're not in that same system, whether it's some sort of regional challenge, continental something or other, or junior events that perhaps weren't, the database doesn't go back that far, you know, so chances are they've met more than 30 times, but we just aren't aware in terms of that graphic. But in terms of BWF events, 15 all. Whether either of them are that bothered about being in front on that head-to-head, I'm not sure.
Well, Yamaguchi up by 5 here. It's a good swing in her favour. Hangzhou was leading earlier on.
Service over 12.
Little run comes to an end. For 5 points. Remember, Hangzhou Young was up 9-5.
Service over.
So 11 of the last 14 have gone Yamaguchi's way.
Wonderful.
Service over 13-17.
Some really excellent rallies in this, and wasting no time between points as well. Still only 11 minutes. That is super fast for when these two meet.
Just not many rallies in the last match as well.
Oh.
14
power there from Hangzhou Young. That win rate of hers this year is approaching 95%.
Yes. We were talking about that yesterday, 94-point-something% for Hangzhou Young.
And she could, if she reaches the semi-finals, she will have won the highest single-season win rate. Challenger from Hangzhou Young.
Yeah, she's hoping this just went out wide. I think the length was good. On the line, good shot.
Challenge unsuccessful, 1 challenge remaining. Service over 18-14. Play.
Yeah, it was interesting earlier on when we were talking about Miyazaki, and you were saying, remember Hangzhou Young at her age, at 19. That's going to be out. There's that little bit of drift on that side. At 19, she was a World Tour Finals champion.
14.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was the youngest ever World Tour Finals champion as well.
Game. First game won by Akane Yamaguchi, 21-14.
So, a really good win there for Akane Yamaguchi, and boy, that was fast. As Bobby mentioned earlier. 13 minutes. Disposing of Hangzhou Young. That's not something you see very often.
Well, there's a look about Hangzhou Young and the team that perhaps they are putting everything into this, or perhaps they're using it as a tactical workout. Gain some experience. I still don't think the result really matters.
순간적으로 제가 순간적으로 미는 게 있고 순간적으로 때리는 게 있단 말이야. 머릿속에서 항상 생각해.
The other thing is they're obliged to give their best efforts in all matches.
백에서 이렇게 하고 크로스 하는 거 있잖아. 네. 별로 그 효과가 없어. 네. 걔가 찔러버리고 짜증나니까.
Second game, love one, play.
Good rally. Good opening rally.
One, love.
It's another first in terms of umpire announcements as well for me this week. He just called court 2 10 seconds. Court 2 10 seconds. It's usually,
10?
Yeah, exactly. It's usually 20.
Did he say that? Wow.
He did. And yes, yesterday, for the first time that I can remember, the umpire introduced Natsu Saito before Midorikawa, which I think is...
That's okay.
Well, no, I think it's fine. I mean, there's no reason why it should matter.
But the 10-second thing is...
But BWF have always introduced the male player before the female as a tradition thing. I just found it interesting.
I think it's a time difference. That's why he went 10 seconds.
3,
We're 10 seconds ahead here. Do you not know that? And Seong, good start.
So we're talking about the world clock. Yeah. So we're 8 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. And court 2 is therefore 10 seconds
ahead of that.
Ahead of court 1.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Learn a new thing every day with me. Well, whatever was said at the interval.
4, love.
And you were saying, just from noticing the body language, that this isn't going through the motions here. This was...
They're at least making it look good if it is. But no, there's a lot of tactical nous down there. They were talking about, I mean, I'm guessing from their body languages and their sort of charades, if you like, of how they're imitating certain shots and things. They were talking technically about cross blocks and when to lift and... However this works out, I'll be surprised if it goes to 3. But it looks very much like...
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, exactly. And So Young is... In that being said, if each of the matches is 10, 11... games, rather, is 10 to 11 minutes, then perhaps... You know, going to 3 is not the end of the world, especially for these two.
No.
Super fit, super strong.
I mean, this could be over in less than 45 in 3, the way we are at the moment. It is not often you see Akane Yamaguchi down like this. The drift isn't a major factor.
8-1.
An Young is maybe a bit of a reaction to what happened in the previous game. Ooh. Service judge a little circumspect, but it is out.
Service over 9-2.
This is very, very good from An Se-young.
Service over 3-10.
Just had a look at some stats here. The difference between how many times Yamaguchi wins a deciding game against a top 10 player versus An Se-young, how many times she wins.
In a deciding game, yep.
In a deciding game against a top 10 player. There's a 10% swing.
Oh.
Yamaguchi about 55% of the time and An Se-young around 65%. Interestingly. If we get there, but it looks like we will.
Yeah.
Play. Service over 4.
I think that's the first winner she's had in this second game, Yamaguchi.
Oi. Lost concentration with the high serve.
Service over 12-4.
I just ran off down to the court side to have a chat with the powers that be, match control, to ask them that question you asked me earlier. And they can meet again tomorrow in the semi-final with the redraw, which is interesting.
4.
So, you know, that kind of makes this intriguing, right? That.
Well, there's a 66.7% chance they won't, I guess.
14.
1 out of, yeah.
1 out of 3.
3.
2 out of 3 chance you'll meet somebody else. Well, each of them will meet somebody else.
But Bobby, if you hammer in a game, say An Se-young wins this 21-8, 21-9. There's got to be some sort of marker, hasn't it? Or are we not putting too much stock into this? No.
I'd love to say yes. I think it would help promote this match and all of that stuff.
Okay.
But if I'm honest, I really don't think. Well, it depends on the circumstances. I don't think what I'm about to say is true of all disciplines and all meetings. When it comes to these 2, I don't think it matters.
Okay.
16-5.
I wouldn't necessarily have been surprised if anything would have happened today. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them had won 21-6, 21-5.
Oh, right, really?
I wouldn't have been surprised if one of them wins 21-5, and then the other one wins 21-5, and then we go to a third. I wouldn't have been surprised if one of them says, you know, do you know what? My hamstring's hurting a little bit, I need to rest.
I don't want to, okay.
But I'm not sure of the rules and regulations there. That might take her out of the event. I'm not certain.
Right.
But whatever happens, because they are both through to the semi-final anyway, that's where it matters.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Prize money doesn't differ if you win the group.
I mean, this is done already, isn't it? Akane Yamaguchi, by the way, after winning the first game throughout her career, goes on to win 77% of the time. In the last 6 months, that goes up to 85%.
Wow.
After winning the first
But
game.
That's against everybody.
Correct. That's against everyone.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when we look at
top 3 players in the world, for example,
that would be a very different story. But
possibly
15 game points here. Yamaguchi, Anse Young, after losing the first game in the last 6 months, has won every match. She's come back and won it.
Yeah, we've seen quite a lot of that from Anse Young, taking the second comfortably.
Wow.
There are players that use the opening game as a sort of get used to the conditions, get used to their opponents, see what's working, and that takes so much confidence and faith in your own abilities. Yet, she ought to be that confident.
Sure.
Because she is a superstar.
Can I also just throw something into the mix here? That 5 points scored by Yamaguchi is the lowest number of points she's ever scored against Anse Young in their 30 previous meetings.
Yeah.
So just putting it out there.
Goes back to that point. They're through to the semi-finals, which is amazing and positive for them both. They got the job done in the group. That was the task. They don't necessarily want to show all of their cards. They want to keep a few to their chest as well, so perhaps that's going on.
Again, maybe this lulling thing, you think?
Well, I think the most important thing is the focus for both has to be tomorrow's semi-final. Giving their best efforts to win this tournament.
I'm still a bit upset that you weren't dazzled by that.
Well, I did say if one of them wins 21-5 and then the other one wins 21-5.
He's not giving me the credit, and this hurts a little. But
well, you know, I think you're just stealing my point. Really.
Final game, level, play. Service over, 1.
Well, what's interesting is that both players have won on this nearer end. And now they're both going to get a go at it. Let's see what happens here, because it's been quite topsy-turvy, this match. It is rare to see Yamaguchi that outplayed. But yeah, of course, context is key.
Yeah, context is everything.
Yeah.
And again, everything in this particular matchup, due to the circumstances, doesn't really give us much away. We can't tell what's the better end.
Yeah.
Despite the fact they both won on the
this near end.
Near side.
3 love.
The context. 21-5 doesn't tell us anything.
Still a great stat.
It is. It's a good stat.
and look at that now. It's the kind of treatment that Anse Young was dishing out at the start of the previous game. You know, you could almost call it a phony war, this match, in terms of not wanting to show too much, holding back a bit. A cold war, if you will.
Service over, 1-4.
I like the fact that we're getting treated to some really good rallies. That's the important thing.
2-4.
The one thing I'm perhaps ignoring is the fact that whilst they've played a lot of badminton and they've met 30 times, and they are playing good quality games already this week, they haven't played a higher quality of opponent until today.
Yeah, yeah.
And they want to be ready for tomorrow's semi-final, no matter who they play.
That's good. It's a great
so
shot.
it is an opportunity to get in to a good rhythm, get into the correct mindset, get into shape.
Two points in it.
It also makes a statement, I think, winning the group. Even if it doesn't matter in terms of the draw moving forwards, the fact that you're group winner is it's quite a bold thing to be able to announce.
Especially remember last year, Yamaguchi was eliminated in the group stages. Oh, how about that for placement?
Service over 4-5.
Clever shot from Yamaguchi. A little bit of deception there.
Oh, she left that, Tan So-young. She has a bit of a wry smile there.
6-4. Akane Yamaguchi challenges calls
a challenger. We didn't quite see what happened.
Have we seen any challenges in this match?
I don't think we have.
I don't recall any.
Oh, no, we did. Sorry, we did earlier in the first game.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over 5-6.
Different complexion this third game. Just out. And we're all square here.
All.
That's good.
7-6.
Just long.
Oh, long again.
8-6.
Well, what were we saying? It is, we're approaching the halfway point of this third game. 33 minutes on the clock. We have absolutely raced through this, haven't we?
Service over 7-8.
Yamaguchi levels things.
All.
well wide. Yamaguchi.
9-8.
Good aggression from Yamaguchi.
Service over. 9.
She looks a bit nonplussed by it all.
Yeah, didn't seem all that happy with the connection she made. Oh, it's a couple of those each they've missed.
Yeah.
Service over. 10.
This one she'll feel she should have got. She shows a little bit of frustration with that.
13.
What a save.
Wow.
11-9.
So low down. Runs over.
Sprints off court, collects her bag. Yamaguchi's only just leaving the court.
Look at this.
Off the net, keeps it alive. That's incredible.
What a save there. Well off the court by then. 11-9 in this third game. Intriguing at the moment.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Matsumoto and Fukushima warming up on the practice courts. Oh, Tan and Tina there as well.
11-9.
Next matchup, round 3 in the women's doubles here on court 2. Quite a lot at stake there. Should be fun.
Yeah, different dynamic going on in the next couple of matches after this one.
Some trickery from Yamaguchi in the last 10 minutes or so. Well played. It's another scenario I hadn't really considered, is that there's an unspoken agreement that it'll be close in the third at the mid-game, and then we'll play full out. Have half a game of 100%.
Loving all these theories.
There's definitely a strategy.
She's up by 3 here. And so Young, who over her career, after losing the first game, goes on to win 76% of the time. But yeah, again, that's against all levels.
Service over. 10-12. Service over. 13-10.
Yeah, if we look at her record against top 3 players in her career, and so Young, after losing the first game, still wins 2/3 of her matches.
Wow.
I think it's quite impressive.
Oh, she's had a stellar year. Being a contender, for example, for the Super 1000 Grand Slam.
Yeah.
As were Kim Won-ho and
men's
Sophie
doubles.
Choi.
Yeah.
Service over. 11-13.
And neither one of them managed it in the end. points here.
12-13. Service over 14-12.
It's all game face at the moment from both of them.
Good save. Fantastic retrieval from An Se-young. Got a bit lucky that Yamaguchi hit that into the net.
Yamaguchi with some work to do here.
Service over 13-15.
Little reaction from An Se-young. She goes wide. Got to be the longest rally we've seen.
Yeah.
Whoa, brilliant net shot.
A little hand up there from Yamaguchi.
14-15.
This is a lot more like what we'll expect in the semi-finals and finals, or if they meet again.
That's great though, isn't it? To see that here, now.
16-14.
Right towards the end now of this third and final game. Which way is it going to go?
Atmosphere is heating up in here as well, isn't it? With a big match on court one, China versus Malaysia.
Let's go into extra points over there in court one. Here, well, this one also could well do that.
Nice shot from Akane, just wide.
Yeah.
17-14.
Oy, bad luck. Good rally.
18-14.
Well, there's a nice cushion here, 4 points. Good lead for An Se-young.
Wide.
19-14.
This is looking good for An. Not much given away by her coaching staff. Yamaguchi's. Six match points then for An Se-young.
It's been a much more interesting second half of game 3 than the rest of the match, really. I think both of these players have got a terrific chance to take this title this year.
Okay.
So, a little punch of the fist from An Se-young, bragging rights as well. She finishes top of Group A, and she's beaten her old rival, Akane Yamaguchi, and edges ahead in the epic head-to-head record. 16-15 now. An Se-young to just continue what has been a remarkable year. There you go. Determination from the Korean.
Yeah, sights firmly set on taking the World Tour Finals trophy. Player of the year in the women's singles, and equaling a record, I believe, if she wins this title for the most amount of season wins, would be incredible. Some good stuff from her today as well. And credit to Yamaguchi, played a good game, fascinating game. Might be a repeat in the final, if not the semis.
Yeah. 3 wins in 4 meetings this year for An Se-young. The top seed from Korea beats Japan's Akane Yamaguchi, the 4th seed, 14-21, 21-5, 21-14 in 45 minutes. Up next, women's doubles. Tan and Tina of Malaysia versus Fukushima and Matsumoto of Japan. The Westlake is a UNESCO heritage site. It is such an integral part of this wonderful city of Hangzhou, as is the park, where lots of people go down to have a walk. And the weather is actually beautiful at the moment, despite the fact we're in winter. Approaching 20 degrees today, would you believe? it's equally hot action on the courts too, as we now enter the women's doubles segment of today here on Court 2, Session 1. And it's time for Perlitan and Tina Muralitharan of Malaysia, the top seeds. They play Japan's Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto. So as far as we can make it now,